So, the Disney College Program. Is it really all that it's cracked up to be? And I would say
every smile, spark of light, a tale we'll always share. Magic in the air tonight, it's everywhere.
Hey everybody, my name is David, and I have recently completed a Disney College program with the Walt Disney World Company down in Walt Disney World. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience, my role, certain responsibilities I had, and just what overall life was like for me as a Disney College program participant. You're probably wondering, what is this going to entail? Well, I can tell you from my experience the certain aspects of living and working in the most magical place on Earth. I applied sometime in mid to late October of last year, and it was relatively straightforward. Now, of course, as you go through the interview and onboarding process for the DCP, you will start with submitting your application online. So you set up this little questionnaire on your phone or your laptop or computer or what have you, and through that questionnaire, they will therefore start to decipher whether or not they think you might be a good fit for the Walt Disney Company. And from there, then they'll send you another email to say, set up your phone interview for however many days out in advance you want to do it. So, the day of my phone interview came, I quickly finished a shift at my current job and ran up to my car, cranked the AC so that I wouldn't sound all sweaty for the interview, and at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, my phone rang. I was so nervous. Well, I was kind of nervous, but it was a good kind of nervous, because I've never done anything like this before. It was really, really cool. I talked with a very lovely representative of the Walt Disney World Company, and he asked me questions like, well, what kind of things are you interested in? Why do you want to work for the Walt Disney Company? What kind of work are you currently gainfully employed at now? What kind of work would you like to be gainfully employed at in the future? Do you just like going to the parks? Do you just like watching Disney movies? Of course, you're supposed to be honest, because nobody likes a liar. So, after about a 30-minute conversation, they basically said, you know what? Keep an ear out, keep looking at your emails, and we'll let you know. So I said, okay. And then, about 24 hours later, I looked in my emails and I saw that I had been accepted.
Well, that was fast.
Now, fast forwarding about, I'd say about 4 months, up until about, I'd say 6 weeks before my actual arrival time, I was sent details on where I was going to live, what kind of accommodations I was going to have, and of course, whether or not I would be taking or renting or buying or having a vehicle there for myself, which I did not, but we'll get into that in another video. Now, as we get closer and closer to the arrival date, they will send you more and more information pertaining to your Disney College program. Chiefly among these is your role. Now, I was given the role of Outdoor Food and Beverage in Animal Kingdom, and I was a little underwhelmed, to be honest, when I first read that. Not to say that, it's kind of a boring role. I mean, you're working for the mouse. You're going to find fun in just about anything. But then I realized, wait a minute. If I'm working in Animal Kingdom, that means they have some of the most agreeable hours of the entire Disney College program. Because here's the thing. Walt Disney World and much of the Walt Disney Company operates on a 24-hour time cycle, which means depending on what role you are assigned to work, you could be going to work at literally any time during the day or night. I'm looking at you, concierge, front desk members of all your hotels. So, with that being said, I actually had a really good gig for being a first-time applicant to the Disney College program. And I thought, well, Animal Kingdom seems kind of boring. It is anything but. Prior to actually working for Disney, I had not really visited Animal Kingdom all that much, so I didn't have any idea what it had to offer. But with that, I learned so much about the park, the history, and what went into designing the entire system of how we get all the animals in there from all over the world, of course. And of course, it's so pretty. But the main thing that I appreciated about working in Animal Kingdom was the shade. And yes, you might think, but isn't that kind of dark and boring? But no, we gotta remember, this is Central Florida. It's hot. other parks where there's cool things to look at and nice shiny objects floating around, there's no shade. I'm looking at you, Magic Kingdom at Epcot. But you go to Animal Kingdom where there's peaceful walking trails through jungles and forests, and there's bamboo that spans 20 feet high. Oh yeah, you get out of the sun really quickly, and it is quite a pleasant time. Of course, as I said, you are outside, and so in my particular role, ODV, Outdoor Food and Beverage. That means I sell food outdoors.
Oh, there's a big surprise!
Now, this will contrast to what a lot of folks will have as their quick service food locations, which Disney does offer quite a few opportunities to work in that kind of an atmosphere. It's very similar to your typical fast food establishment. But outdoor food and beverage, well, that just means you're going to be at a convenience cart or stand, or, well, you're going to sell ice cream and popcorn for the most part, at least in the case of Animal Kingdom. With that being said, I get to stand at an ice cream cart and hand out Mickey, well, not hand out, I got to sell Mickey bars to all the happy little kids and frustrated parents and happy parents and frustrated kids and sad parents and happy kids and happy parents and sad kids. You know, you see it all when you work for the mouse. A silver lining to all of this is you get to go home early. Like I said, Walt Disney World, there on campus, they operate on a 24-hour schedule, and so you could be called to work at 10 o'clock at night till 6 o'clock in the morning, or anywhere in between. But for Animal Kingdom, at the very latest on a typical day, it closes at 8 o'clock at night. So that means we are usually home and in bed by 9. I was down there, of course, from about the beginning of February till almost the end of August, so a good 6-month time period, which is plenty of time to dip your toe into the waters of Disney. As I finished my program back in August, I thought, you know, I think I might want to do this again. And I think I will. I think I'm going to go do another college program, because you can do almost as many college programs as you like. And even after you're done with your college programs, there's even the college alumni program that Disney offers. And that's its own set of things that I don't even know about because I haven't done it yet. But I think I'll do another program at some point, and who knows, maybe I can extend it out or even stay with the company. In the meantime, though, that was my experience in the Disney College program, but we'll get more into the more day-to-day details as we go along. If you want more information on what the daily life could look like for you if you want to do the Disney College program, well, keep an eye out on the channel, because I'll have more information coming up as to everything that could entail. But for now, though, thank you for watching, and of course, have a magical day.
Worlds collide and hearts unite with stories we all know. Every smile, a spark of light, a tale we'll always share. Magic in the air tonight, it's everywhere.